Good evening and a very warm welcome to you wherever you may be tuning into this live broadcast. A massive game here for the home side. Geelong Galaxy United taking on ladder leaders in the WNPL, Calder United. My name's Tonchi Prusak and I'll be with you over the next 90 minutes as we bring you this live broadcast from Stead Park in the northern Geelong suburb of Norlane. Joining me in the co-commentaries box, at least for the first half, because he's had a massive day. He's my co-commentator, Steve Curtin. Steve, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Tonchi. As the first chance just come in there. It was Oda getting a shot into the side netting there. Actually, good start for the Galaxy. It has been a big day for me, commentating the previous game here. A big win for Geelong. In the end, after they led 3-0, they got pegged back to 3-2 by Ballarat City. And before that, just a big afternoon out at GMHBA Stadium. But not as big a day as you've had yourself, I believe, with debuting a radio call earlier at Surf Coast versus Bell Park at Banyule Warrior Reserve, Tonchi.
Yeah, that's right. As the ball goes out of play, just right in front of our commentary box here at Stead Park. Yeah, it was an historic occasion, and it wasn't just me having a big day, but the current Galaxy United coach, Rob Casher, who also doubles as the Surf Coast FC assistant coach. He was out at Torquay earlier today and saw his team destroy Bell Park as the ball floats out towards the Galaxy goal mouth, but it's cleared away. It's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, it was a State League 4, effectively a top-of-the-table clash between top side Surf Coast and third-placed Bell Park, but in the end it was a comfortable win to Surf Coast 4-0, and it was part of an initiative by the two clubs, and I guess initiated by Bell Park Soccer Club itself, and backed up by Surf Coast, to actually have a live radio broadcast on MixLR, which I believe is the first time it's happened at State League level here in Geelong, and coupled with the brilliant live coverage that we've had in recent weeks of the NPL2 games with Geelong and North Geelong, as well as tonight the WNPL clash here between Galaxy United and Calder United. It's been a real media saturation in Geelong football circles.
It definitely has, and we had some good feedback in the last match. People not able to be here, fans of the Ballarat side, watching it at home in the comfort of their own home, and very appreciative of the ability to do that now. And not only that, we've had people all over the world watching games from the UK. From last week, we had someone in Guyana. We had people from all over the place tuning in. Maybe some from Japan as well, by the looks of our comments tonight, possibly. So, yeah, fans from all over the place enjoying the ability to tune in to these matches and see them from wherever they may be in the world.
And wherever you may be watching this live broadcast, anywhere in the country or the world for that matter, you too can be a part of this evening's event. Just leave your comments in the interactive comment section below. And who knows, you may become famous and have your contribution read on air. And now we're going to go through the respective team lineups. We've been playing already about 3.5 minutes. Obviously, scores are still locked in at 0-0. We're going to go through the Galaxy team first up. In goal is number 1, Emily Kenshol. Imogen Pratt, number 2. Number 3, Christy Mary. Number 4, Meg Slieka. Number 6, Deriel Aziz. 7, Captain Lulu Al-Hunaidi. Number 8, Emanuela Fierro. Number 9, Kana Oda. Number 10, Tomoko Fukumaru. Number 16, Julia Budiongo. And number 18, Natasha Rayril. The Calder United team. Steve, did you want to read them out?
Yeah, for sure. So for Calder United, number 1, the keeper, Ayana Aogi. Number 2, Mari Rampel. Number 10, Golkan Kocha. Number 11, Emma Robers. Number 12, Alicia Elka. Number 13, Adriana Taranto. Number 15, Stacey Papandopoulos. Number 16, Melissa Taranto. Number 17, Angela Beard. Number 18, Alexandra Sinclair. Number 19, Catherine Zimmerman. And on the bench for Calder United, we've got Virginia Sroba, Dolly Soran, Raquel Deralas, Alana Byrne, and Jackie Ibrahim.
There we go. As it's now all about the Galaxy going into attack. They've done really well these first 5 minutes. It's pretty much all been in their attacking half. It's Mary going forward. And the ball goes on the far side. And it's going to be kept in play. But now Sorry, I stand corrected. It's all been in Calder's attacking half. As Galaxy look to go into attack. It's an important game for Galaxy. They've played 4 games here at their new home ground, Stead Park, and unfortunately for Galaxy, all of their games have ended in losses. So obviously they're going to be looking to try and break that drought and trying to record their first victory. Tough ask against the ladder leaders, that's for sure.
That's right, Tonchi. Certainly the clubhouse leaders in this NPLW Victoria competition so far this season, but they did have a bit of a bogey on Monday night with a loss by 2-1 at Bulleen. And here comes a chance for Calder already. It's just been cleared away, though, by that Geelong defence. Here's Al Hunaydi getting on the ball now. She's always a threat for this Geelong Galaxy side. As the ball comes into the area. It's end-to-end stuff at the moment. And it's now Calder's turn to bring the ball forward. Stacey Papandopoulos winning the free kick there for Calder United, just coming off the hand of her opponent. Mel Taranto lines up the free kick. She looks like it's going to be her twin sister to take this one instead, Adriana. Adriana swings it on the right boot, in towards the penalty spot. It was a dangerous ball, had good shape on it. It just continued out a little bit further than her teammates could reach. This is Fukumaru on the ball for Geelong.
And the ball's on the far side to us. We're located on the outer here at Stead Park, but obviously the club room side. And the ball ends up going into the Galaxy attacking half. One of the few forays at the moment, gone 7.5 minutes. The Taranto sisters, Adriana and Melissa, making a welcome return back to Geelong, having played for Galaxy in past few seasons when the club was based down at Surf Coast Soccer Club in Torquay on the far side. And it's going to run a little bit too far, and it's going to be a goal kick to Galaxy. Emily Kenshall to take that ball.
A couple of comments coming in on Facebook Live so far. Kazuyo says, go Galaxy. Janet Hebson says, hello there. Thank you for joining us. Keep those comments coming in. Let us know where you're enjoying this match from tonight. It's Kensol with the goal kick towards the centre of Stead Park. It's ricocheted back the other way quickly, though. This is Mary trying to get onto the ball here. It's a bit of a tussle. It was in the penalty area. Some voices from the technical area for Geelong saying that Emily Kensol could have come and picked that one up. So it's a little bit quiet, a little bit more talk needed in that Geelong defence at the moment, but hopefully they will settle soon.
Robbers for Galaxy. On to Taranto. Long-range shot, highly speculative, and it goes wide of Emily Kenshall's left upright. We had some progress scores, or actually full-time scores from games played involving some of the local teams today. In State League 4, Surf Coast defeated Bell Park 4-0. And Wonder Kid 16-year-old Milton Bailey grabbed a hat-trick. He scored 3 goals in the space of 15 minutes in the second half to bury Bell Park's hopes. Melbourne Uni defeated Golden Plains 3-0, also in State League 4. In State League 2, Geelong Rangers, who were previously undefeated, they had their colours lowered when they went down 0-2 to Mill Park. As we see Christy Merry trying to go forward. It was Papadopoulos who intervened, passed it back to the goalkeeper, and it now moves forward to Taranto. She rounds Imogen Pratt, goes out wide. It's now Calder United into attack. Ball's played forward, but it's going to be allowed by Slaker to run free, and it's going to be a goal kick. In State League 5, we had Lara United absolutely demolished by Maribyrnong Greens, 1-7, and that was a second consecutive 1-7 scoreline for Lara United in 2 weeks. As Oda had the ball in the middle. Calder going into attack again. Taranto. Papadopoulos now with the ball. Curls it in. And the shot goes just wide there. And it's going to be another goal kick to Galaxy. In local league, we had a few big scores there. Local Women's Division 1, for those tuning into that. Round 2 games, Bell Park destroyed Cardinia 11-0. Deakin defeated Drysdale 3-1 after it was a very, very even game early on in the first half. Drysdale took the lead there. Deakin equalised. It's 1-1 at half-time, and then Deakin just ran away with the game. North Geelong making their debut in the Senior Women's Division 1 competition locally. They defeated Barwon 7-0. There's one other game, Rangers and Lara United. We don't have the scores of that. Calder on the edge of the box. Doing all the attacking at the moment, Calder. Papadopoulos with the ball now. Turns to Robers. She switches play. A neat 1-2 played there between two of the Calder players. Manuela Ferrero trying to do her best to get that ball out. The Geelong Galaxy defence is coming under all sorts of pressure at the moment. A through ball is threaded through, and it's a shot on goal, and it is a goal. Fantastic goal. I do believe it was Emma Robbers, just to be confirmed. Zimmerman, was it? Catherine Zimmerman, number 19. And we've gone 13 minutes into the game. And it's Calder United have taken the lead.
Good move from Calder there. A swift, sweeping move across the pitch. And it sees Zimmerman, our leading goal scorer in this competition, go on to 17 goals. As Geelong get us back underway. It's just all a little bit too quiet out there for the Geelong Galaxy girls at the moment. Papadopoulos playing the ball forward. She was looking for Angie Beard, but couldn't quite find her there.
Thrown for Galaxy, quickly taken, gone down the line. Budionga had that ball. It's now with the Calder goalkeeper, Ayagi. Taranto. Papadopoulos gets the ball. She threads it through to the goal scorer, Zimmerman. Zimmerman takes the ball out wide, followed by Christy Mary. Goes inboards. Another shot straight at Emily Kenshall, though. And the young Galaxy United custodian safely has that ball in her grasp. Long kick over the halfway line. Budionga running for it, as is a Calder United defender. I think it was Elke. And the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Galaxy United. And how was your experience at the other football code, the AFL? Steve, did Geelong end up winning? I'm not even sure what the score was. I know they were destroying them at quarter time.
I feel like I've been baited with this question a little bit, Tonchi. It's definitely a good comeback by the Giants. Good quality team. And their first win in regional Victoria in Geelong here. Yes.
Anyway, back to the more important code of football. Aziz has the ball. It's going to go for a long throw. Beautifully placed throw, centred. As far as Rayri inboard to Imogen Pratt, but the ball's cleared away by the Calder players. Fukumaru has it, goes forward looking for Budiongo. It's now with Zimmerman. Zimmerman takes the ball out wide. She goes back inside. Neat little. She gets around there. Fukumaru. That was a delightful little passage of play there. Very silky smooth skills exhibited by the goal scorer there. Well done to Catherine Zimmerman. Papadopoulos is calling for it on the near side, but Robbers decides to go on the outer. They've been looking rather dangerous on that right-hand side. In fact, that's where the goal came from in the first instance. And the Galaxy defence will really, really need to be careful and close down all those avenues coming from the right-hand side. It's Calder once again. Zimmerman. Ball goes forward to Taranto. Melissa Taranto. She gets it over to Papadopoulos. She can't get past Fukumaru, but ends up earning a free kick. Her shirt was being pulled there by the star Japanese import. The two Japanese imports have done amazingly, Oda and Fukumaru, since they've arrived here in Geelong this year. Steve?
Yeah, they've been good every time we've seen them play. They've always pose an attacking threat, but players like Fukumaru offer something different in technical ability as well. You will see her dropping back to pick up the ball from the goal kicks and things like that from Emily Kensol even at times, such as her competence on the ball and her ability to distribute good passes. Whereas Oda, as the shot just comes flying in there, it's just past the post. Another warning for Emily Kensol in goal there. Alexandra Sinclair with the shot. Another player in this Calder United that needs to be very closely managed by this Geelong Galaxy defence. So the short goal kick is played out to Natasha Rieri. Now this is Oda chasing the ball down against Papandopoulos. Good contest between those two. Papandopoulos wins the throw though. Both coaches barking out the instructions to tinker their starting 11s at the moment. "4-1-4-1" is the instruction from the Geelong bench. This is Oda getting around her opponent. Fukumaru and Zimmerman contest the ball. Foul is conceded though, given there by our match referee Lawrence Atkin. He is one of the taller referees I've seen so far this season.
He's very tall. I'm a tall fella, Steve. We're both actually tall. We're over 6'3". But
he looks like a giant out there.
Well, I think it makes it even more, I guess, magnified by the fact that his two assistants have probably come up to his belly button. And a lot of the young lasses out there in the middle are not very tall as well. So he looks probably taller than he appears. But no, he's a very tall fella. We had some more final scores of games played this evening in State League 5, Men's State League 5. Barwon are back on the winners' track after getting thumped by Deakin Ducks last week to the tune of 7-0. They've returned to the winners' list with a 4-2 win over Melton Phoenix. Very important win that was for Barwon. And Deakin Ducks, in a very hard-fought contest, have maintained their winning streak by defeating Maidstone United 2-1. That game went well over normal time. So there's obviously some dramas that must have happened there and a lot of extra time. As now Calder go back into attack now. It's Tarrant on the edge of the box. Zimmerman cuts it back in. Cleared desperately by the Galaxy. I think it was Aziz there, by the Galaxy defence, but only as far as the halfway line, and Calder go back into attack now. Almost 20 minutes gone. The table toppers at the moment leading proceedings here at Stead Park. It's a gentle breeze coming, sort of blowing almost across ground, but it's not having too much of an effect on the conditions. In fact, it's pretty much ideal conditions. A little bit coolish, and a Calder come back in. A rather speculative effort from about 20-odd metres out, just outside the box there, and it's gone well over Emily Kenshole's crossbar.
It was a good attempt there by Adriana Taranto. She backed herself in, went for the shot. It was just sailed over the bar though on that occasion, but it's definitely another warning shot fired for Geelong. They'll need to close down that run out of midfield, and they're going to need to get control of possession to get back into this match. They're certainly only at 1-0. There's every opportunity to come back.
Galaxy today is being looked after caretaker coach Rob Casher. He's going to be the caretaker coach for the next 6 weeks. A little bit of drama during the week, or not so much during the week, but recently involving Galaxy United coach Gabriel Marquez. He's been given a 6-week suspension. And Rob Casher, who was out at Torquay earlier today, as we mentioned before, he oversaw a very, very good performance, an excellent performance, in fact, by Surf Coast. And then he's made the mad dash across town, as have I, to be here for the Galaxy game. And thankfully, we've got some good roads from Torquay to down here, the Western Ring Road, or the Ring Road, as they call it, the Geelong Ring Road. And I had to make sure I took that today and avoid the Cardinia Park precinct, especially with the AFL game. Is it a capacity crowd today there?
It was a large crowd. It was not at capacity, but both myself and Jono travelling out to Stead Park tonight for the Geelong versus Ballarat City match. We're both stuck in that traffic tonight, so it was a rush to get started at 5:30 for the early kick-off tonight, that's for sure.
We are in Geelong, and it's one of those cities that, fortunately or unfortunately, can't really talk too much if you don't mention the Geelong Cats, I suppose. The AFL Cats, everything seems to revolve around them. But at the moment, everything is revolving around Stead Park, and the big clash here, the big round 9 clash between Galaxy United and table toppers Calder United. The Geelong defence really battling desperately, trying to keep all avenues to the Calder goal at bay. Zimmerman was in the thick of it there, the goal scorer of the first goal. She scored after 13 minutes. And as Stevie mentioned, she's scored 17 goals this year, isn't that right?
Yes.
Leading goal scorer in the WNPL Victoria competition.
Yeah, so she's leading Melissa Garcia from Heidelberg, who before this round had 12. And Margot Robin from Bayside had 11 going into this round. And speaking of 11, there is number 11 for Calder United. Emma Rober's getting involved now, combining with Melissa Taranto. They do have little triangles just all over the field and a good understanding with each other, playing through the lines. Calder United is certainly a key to why they are the league leaders in this competition in the NPLW.
As we see a Calder United throw, it's going to be a long throw, long searching throw, cleared away momentarily by the Galaxy defence. Taranto lurking dangerously there. It's Golkin Kocha that had the ball there. Went inside to Alicia Alki, and it switched over to the far side. Once again, lurking dangerously. The Calder midfield, they are really getting the ball up to their attackers very, very quickly. And all the Galaxy United players can do, or the defence can do, is soak up that pressure and do their best. A foot race to the ball. It's Budionga. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. She's tussling for the ball. She manages to get that beautifully in front of Golkin Kocha. She crosses it in. She did a brilliant job there, but it's the Calder United defence managed to get that away. Can they turn defence into attack? Zimmerman has the ball. She goes out wide. Sinclair trying to take on Mary, but Mary does exceptionally well. She gets the ball away. But once again, every time they seem to go to safety, there's Oda now. Every time they seem to get to safety, it's the Calder United players, especially across their midfield. As a shot comes there from Taranto, Melissa Taranto on this occasion, but the ball goes wide.
Yes, a bit of end-to-end stuff there. It's good to see Geelong have got the one up front sitting up by herself, which is number 16, Julia Budiongo. And we didn't get to see her play last time we saw the Galaxy, Tonchi, but she's a lively type. She's taking on a fair few defenders, outnumbered, and not afraid to try and hassle them and bring the ball forward. There's a chance for Calder. Oh. And I think that looked like it was Angie Beard getting on the end of that one, and the shot looked like it was going into the net from here, and it just went wide.
Kenshall managed to tip that to the side, so it would be a corner kick there.
Good save from Kenshall. I actually thought the ball had missed the goal.
Yeah, no. She got a hand to it and then tapped it away, just past her up right there. Calder United, after 8 rounds, are on 21 points, just 2 points ahead of South Melbourne. As we see the ball go forward. Oh, was there a handball there? No one appeals for it. Ball's cleared away momentarily. Marie Rempel gets the ball. She goes forward now. Cross comes in. It's cleared away desperately. That was Aziz. Budiongo trying desperately, outnumbered by her opponents on that occasion. Slaker gets it. Galaxy trying everything they can across the middle of the park to do something there. Not having too much success pushing the ball forward, but at least they are managing to thwart any attempt on goal at the moment.
Like they have steadied just to touch the Galaxy. A bit overawed conceding the early goal. Here's Oda. Golka with the throw. This is Melissa Taranto playing it to Adriana Taranto. Rampel. She's got Sinclair out there on the right-hand side. And I thought it might have gone out for a corner, but it was a goal kick.
It was a goal kick, yeah.
Some of the other games in this round, Tonchi, Southern United versus Box Hill and Senior NTC versus Bullion Lions have already taken place earlier today.
Don't have scores as yet. We'll try and get
We'll dig those scores up for you shortly. Yep. Later in this round, South Melbourne and Heidelberg United. So a derby match there, which is on tomorrow at Lakeside Stadium. So get along to that one if you're in Melbourne. And also tomorrow, Alamein versus Bayside United. This is Rampel. Kensol's conceded possession. In comes the shot. She gets down and saves it easily. Didn't have enough venom in that one. It's just lacking a little bit of atmosphere at the moment. But that could change quickly. Budiongo with the header. Looking for Al Hunaidi. Budiongo again. There's Imogen Pratt involved. Budiongo. Good pass from her. Pratt can cross. Goes back onto the left. This is Al Hunaidi with the shot, and it's just wide. Better signs for Geelong there, Tonchi.
Much better last few minutes in particular. That was a great enterprising bit of play there. Imogen Pratt drifting up from the back line there. She had a nice little combination there with Budiongo, and in the end managed to end up there with Lulu Hunaidi, the leading goal scorer at the moment for Galaxy. And she had a sort of a half-attempted shot, but it is a promising sign without a doubt. Good crowd, nice crowd. That's sort of a lot of people that have hung around after the NPL game, the Geelong Ballarat City NPL game, which was filled with drama. You call that match, and ended up 3-2 for Geelong, but they were very lucky in the end because they were up 3-0 at half time. They could have, and probably should have, scored a lot more and had a more of a comfortable victory in the end, Steve.
It looked like it was game over, 3-0. Ballarat were not really in it. They weren't creating anything at all, and we were getting ready to pack up and head home just about. And then next thing you know, the game changed in the second half with Ballarat scoring 2 goals, bringing it back, and then making it an absolute grandstand finish. And there was a lot of excitement and drama in the final half an hour or so in that match.
It was. Had a lot of us glued to the edge of our seats, and a lot of people are obviously staying back. And speaking to one of the Geelong Soccer Club officials prior to this game, they did go. They did say how it was great having Galaxy at the club this year, and the place is buzzing. There's a lot more people around, and it just seems to have a really good atmosphere about it. So it's a real win-win situation for everyone. Galaxy, as the live ladder stands, currently in 8th position with 6 points. They've only won 2 games from 6, 2 wins from 8 games, 6 losses. Whereas Calder, obviously up the top, they've got a 2-point buffer and a significant goal difference over second place South Melbourne. So should they draw here and South Melbourne win tomorrow in the big traditional derby against Heidelberg, they would still be on top. But South would be hoping that Galaxy can get up and score at least another 2 goals and cause the upset of the season, I suppose, and record an unlikely victory here.
Just got a feeling at the moment that the game has evened out a bit, and you never know that stranger things could happen. Geelong Galaxy could get on the score sheet before half-time.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've said this in the past, haven't we? We've got a feeling that this is going to happen, or a goal's going to be scored, and guess what? It ends up happening. So we could be the good luck charms that Galaxy United needs, Steve, as Galaxy have got the ball in the middle of the park.
Either that or the kiss of death.
Yeah, one or the other. Absolutely right. As we see once again, Calder relentless in attack, going forward again. Zimmerman with the ball. A shot there by Robers. It's cleared away by Merry. I think it's flicked one of the Calder players there on the way out, and it will be a Geelong Galaxy United throw.
Not afraid to fire a shot. These Calder United ladies. Robers there, more of a defensive-minded midfielder. Got the opportunity and just went for it. This is Imogen Pratt. Runs all the way through to Aogi. Golcan Kocher, the centre back, wearing number 10. It's for a huge switch there, looking for Mari Rampel. Rampel looks confident, bringing the ball forward into the Geelong half. She's got Angie Beard there, but the ball is lost. Fukumara with the direct ball, looking for Budyongo. Another touch for Aogi. Aogi's been pretty quiet so far in goal. Not really had much to do, but she's had a couple of touches in the last 3 or 4 minutes. This is Robers bringing the ball forward. And she does so well. This is Zimmerman with the shot. Another chance there. Another shot over the goal, though.
Ken Scholl didn't seem two-faced. She had that angle covered. So at the end of the day, that ball was either going to go slightly over or straight to her. So she did very well in her positioning there. And it's Galaxy once again. Fierro goes inboard. It's Imogen Pratt now with the ball, and the ball goes out of play. Imogen Pratt has been one of the real success stories of local women's football. She was plying her trade with local women's Division 1 side Deakin Ducks just 2 years ago. And she's made the step up from local community level football to WNPL level and has done quite well. She's been quite involved lately in speak of the devil. She's got the ball there. Looked like the ball almost was kept in play.
In there, perhaps. Yeah.
And she has been quite instrumental in some of those attacking forays over here on the right-hand side of the park. And her partnership, her combination with Budyongo on several occasions has certainly given Galaxy a ray of hope. Mary as well, another player that has stepped up from local ranks. She played for Lara United a couple of seasons ago, or last season in fact. but she was playing State League 2 football with Lara United, and she's also stepped up to WNPL. So it's great to see some of the young local talent being given an opportunity to step up to a higher a competition, and by all accounts, they're doing exceptionally well, Steve.
Yeah, it's a good pathway for these girls in the local competition in the Geelong region to be able to step into and play at such a high level against quality teams such as we've seen tonight, Calder United. After that very early chance that Geelong created in the first minute or two, after that it sort of went all Calder, but Geelong Galaxy United have clawed their way back into this contest. This is Stacey Papandopoulos. Angie Beard. Here's Imogen Pratt. She wins the throw. That one come off the toe of Emma Robers, getting across the try and screen.
You just sense, Steve, that things may be changing. That Galaxy are starting to become a little bit more, I guess, exploratory as they're coming forward. They're not just going just the same old direct path. They're looking for different options. They're trying to think outside the square as they're going forward, and things may be changing. You just get that feeling. And it's 36 minutes gone. I guess if you wanted a good omen, if anything. Yes, they have lost all 4 games at home, Galaxy United, but they have also scored 5 goals. So a better average than a goal a game. So you'd think that they will get amongst the goals sooner or later. Rob Casher, caretaker coach for Galaxy United, will be hoping that that's sooner rather than later. But we have gone 36, almost 37 minutes now. And I guess the longer Galaxy can keep the league leaders at bay, there's that likely chance of the league leaders will start to get that a little bit frustrated. They might start to open up at the back. And here we go. It's Pratt now. Pratt tries to get onto a left peg. Budiongo's there as well. There's a few Galaxy players. They're trying everything they can to keep that. Budiongo now turns on her left peg. She's bustled off the ball. It's still Pratt there. She goes out wide, looking for Fukumaru, but it's intercepted by some of the Galaxy players. Coming on the near post here. Good defensive play there by Christy Merry, able to get Ange Sinclair kicking the ball out, but it's a throw in to Calder. It's quickly taken. Taranto. Ball goes down looking for Beard. She flicks the ball over Merry. Tries to flick it over again. Taranto now surrounded by 2, surrounded by 3 Galaxy players. Fukumaru gets the ball back to Fierro with Merry now. Really is like a game of pinball. I suppose human pinball. It's going from player to player.
And the intensity has gone up just a fraction there. And that earlier free kick taken by Aziz, taken quite directly, caused a few problems in the Calder defence. It wasn't dealt with properly. Al Hunadi was in there and ended up falling to Imogen Pratt for an opportunity to get the shot. It was blocked, but another warning shot from the Geelong Galaxy. Here's Aziz with another long throw. Interestingly, Aziz being a central defender, she's actually got a lot of range on her throws, so the Geelong team are electing to let her take the bulk of the throw-ins and then employ the remaining 3 of the back 4 as a bit of a rest defence back there. So a bit of extra responsibility should the ball change possession and come back quickly. As you can see there, Aziz has wandered back into her defensive position. Aogi. It's chopped off though by Oda. This is Papandopoulos. Oda with the sliding tackle. That was Angie Beard combining with Sinclair. Sieka. Aziz. Good pressure there from that Calder midfield. It was 16, Melissa Taranto winning the ball back. Good contest there between Papandopoulos and Christy Merry. Both players committed to that tackle.
Absolutely. As you said, the intensity has gone up. It certainly has gone up in the last 10 minutes. Kocha goes further afield looking for Sinclair. Ball's going to go out of play, but it is going to be a call to throw in. Just over 5 minutes left of regulation time in his first half. Galaxy have done extremely well to keep the league leaders at bay.
They have. After that first goal win, I wouldn't have given them too much hope, but now they're right in this match, and it's a credit to them for fighting back against such a top side.
Ball's going to go out of play. Fukumara lets it go out. She'll probably take the throw, or she's going to pass the ball on. No, she takes it straight away to Imogen Pratt. Pratt goes in to Budiongo was there. El Hunaydi's trying her best, but it seems that every time a Galaxy player gets the ball in attack, there's about 2 or 3 players from the Calder team that outnumber the lass, and that seems to be a bit of a concern. It's like they've got an extra player or 2 in defence, and it's happened on a number of occasions. And as we said, they do seem to be going forward, using their initiative, but it's that final third, they're just not able to find someone who's potent enough to be able to have a shot, or maybe they're lacking confidence at the moment, Steve. Maybe they just that is that one thing that's missing at the moment. They need that confidence to fire them up, and then they'll as soon as they see an opening, they'll go for it. But at the moment, it seems like they're almost trying to walk it in.
It does seem that way. It was funny in the earlier game when we were watching Geelong Soccer Club against Ballarat City. It was well publicised that a lot of the Geelong players were lacking confidence. So once that first goal was scored in that match, and then it wasn't long before it was a second and a third. So the little bit of confidence can go a long way, Tonchi. As we see, just after a slight delay here, I think the referee's dropped his whistle or his cards in the middle of the field. It's Lawrence Atkin, the man in charge we spoke of before. Ken Sol plays it long. It's a good header, one there by Robers. Here's Al Hunaydi. Good defence, though, by Rampel. It's a bit of a collision there between Papandopoulos and Taranto. Both committed to that one. They exchange glances afterwards. That throw had a little bit too much heat on it from Merry, and Pratt could not keep it in. This is Mal Taranto with the throw. Beard, and now Robers switching the play. Rampel was the target, but she sort of took a fresh air swing at it. But now she's got it again. She's running rings around her opponents over that far side as she overlaps from her right back position. This is Taranto. This is Mal. Papandopoulos now overlapping on this side. Getting good numbers forward, Calder. Al Hunaydi with the clearance. Only as far as Papandopoulos.
Papandopoulos right in front of our commentary position here at Stead Park. The Calder players are knocking it around. Kochar has it back to the keeper, Oyagi. She hasn't had much to do in this first half, as you mentioned on previous occasions, Steve. But what she's done, she has done quite reliably, quite well. Once again, that potent Calder midfield looking to go into attack again. But it's Galaxy not giving up. A few more minutes to go. A couple more minutes before we enter stoppage time. Once again, Papadopoulos has the ball. She goes forward. Beard's become quite active in the last 15 or so minutes for Calder. He's done exceptionally well. Once again, they look to utilise that right side over there. Rampel has got the ball in a corner. She goes for a deep cross, looking for someone at the mouth of the goal. Imogen Pratt manages to clear it away for a corner. We've gone just on 44 minutes. If Galaxy can hold off with this barrage of attacks late in this first half, I think they might go into the sheds at the break, and Coach Rob Casher will certainly try and get their confidence back. And I think certainly the way they've held themselves in this first half, they can certainly, and assuming they're going to keep this attack at bay, you'd think that come out into the second half and they'd have that little bit of wind beneath their wings, and they'd be full of confidence, I think, going into this all-important second half as the ball comes deep into the goal mouth there. It's a high ball, both teams trying to control it, but it's cleared away by the Galaxy defence. And it's going to be a throw-in on the grandstand side.
So we'll just wait for our fourth official. It's Steve Puker indicating 1 minute of additional time in this first half. It's a throw for Calder. I'm sure they will be keen to extend their lead going into the second half. This is Fukumaru with the through ball looking for Budiongo. Couldn't find her. Papandopoulos now. She's got support out this side from Angie Beard. Beard plays it into the middle, but it's cleared away well there. It was Fierro. This is Beard again. She's got Papandopoulos on the overlap to her left. Decides to use her. It's all about the cross now. In it comes on the right boot. Oh, and a good bit of play there. It was Zimmerman taking it down on the chest and turned and had a shot on the left foot. Good effort by her and a good save by Kensal. Good football all round, and especially the overlap there from Papandopoulos. Good attacking football from Calder.
Very resourceful play there by the league leaders. It was almost could quite easily have been a second goal for Catherine Zimmerman, who scored that first goal after 13 minutes. But apart from that goal by Zimmerman, Steve, it was generally speaking a very even first half.
It was. There was a period there in the first half where I did allude to before that I thought Calder would maybe looking like they were going to walk all over the Galaxy, but it's not the way it turned out. And I think in the second half we've got a real contest. So don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Make sure you tune into the second half. But Steve, you will be hanging around or you'll be going. You've had a long, long day. Oh, that's good. Well, we'll be back in about 15 minutes' time. On behalf of Steve Curtin, myself, Tonchi Prusak, go grab yourself a nice drink, a hot coffee, or chocolate, or tea, or whatever the case may be, and we'll see you back in about 10-15 minutes. And we're back here at Stead Park for resumption of proceedings in this Round 9 WNPL clash between Calder United and Galaxy United. We're underway in the second half. And just towards the end of that first stanza, we saw Galaxy do exceptionally well as Zimmerman now goes forward into attack, but ends up with Kenshall, the Galaxy goalkeeper. We did see towards the last 10 or so minutes of that first half, Galaxy look quite dangerous going into attack on several occasions, especially coming up the right flank. But Calder also had their own opportunities at various stages of the closing part of that first half. And now it's Calder doing all the attacking in the opening seconds of the second half. 1-0 at the moment, 1-0 to the table toppers, Calder. And that was through a 13th minute goal by Catherine Zimmerman, the leading goal scorer in the competition so far. With me is Steve Curtin, and Steve has graciously stayed to assist with the call here. He's had a long day. So we all have, actually. It's been a good day, though. The weather's been really kind to us. As Calder now go forward, it was Sinclair, I think, on that near side. Zimmerman lurking ominously in the middle of the goal mouth, in the middle of the box there, the penalty box, and it's Christy Mary now is going to let it run, and she's shielded the ball, done well. It's going to be a goal kick now to Emily Kenshall. Important game this for both sides. Obviously for Galaxy United, they need to break that losing streak at home of 4 games, 4 losses in season 2019. But Calder as well. South Melbourne is breathing down their neck. They're just 2 points behind Calder, that is South Melbourne, on the league ladder after 8 rounds. And tomorrow South Melbourne take on Heidelberg United at Lakeside Stadium. Big game. If you're not able to get there in person, make sure you tune in on WNPL Victoria Live on the Facebook Live and YouTube Live platforms.
Should be a cracker, that game tomorrow. They haven't been able to use the Lakeside Stadium yet this season, so the excitement in the build-up to that one will be, it's probably been pretty big all week, I'd imagine, and it'll be a big day there tomorrow.
Absolutely.
The canteen will do pretty well. It'll be better stock up in supplies for the Superlarkies. They'll be going down a treat tomorrow at Lakeside.
Hopefully there'll be a very big crowd there. And like I said, it'll be all brought to you live by WNPL Victoria Facebook and YouTube platforms. As Zimmerman now has the ball, goes forward, looking for options. Roberts is there, but she's dispossessed. It's Oda. Oda, quick break there through the middle. Makes a marauding run on the far side. Hands it out there. Is that Imogen Pratt? She, not sure who that player was that got hit in the face there.
Yeah, it's
one of the Calder girls, yep. A couple of her teammates coming around, just making sure that she's okay. She's okay. She picks herself up and gets back to her feet. Looks like it. Yeah, it is. I think it is. Alicia Elke. It's going to be a throw to Galaxy. Long searching throw. Looking for Budionga. Al Hernades there lurking around as well. Trying to find an opening. Sieko gets the ball now. On to Oda. I think it's come off a Calder United play. It has. It's going to be a corner now. First corner of the second half to the home side. Did take a flick off one of the Calder United players. Delightful Saturday night here in Geelong City by the Bay. Good crowd has stayed back after the earlier NPL fixture, which saw Geelong defeat Ballarat City 3-2 in an absolute thriller. It was a game of 2 halves, a classical game of 2 halves, with Geelong leading 3-0 at half-time, and then Ballarat City coming back strongly in the second half.
That's right, they come home with the wet sail, the boys from Moorshead Park. As we prepare to see this corner taken. It's swung in. was a dangerous one. It was in a good area. It was swung in by Fukumaru. It's a good quality, good shape on the ball. And Calder can repel an attack on the counter now. Zimmerman bringing the ball forward. Already has 1 goal to her name. And there, as Ziz stuck the leg out, come off the knee, flew fortuitously to Emily Kensol, who was grateful to catch that ball and send it forward. It's cut off there by Rovers. She's playing that good, anchoring the midfield role for Calder. Does it very well.
Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a Galaxy United throw to be taken by Fierro. We speak of all these local players that have done exceptionally well. Manuela Fierro is originally a Galaxy player, but last year she captained the local Geelong Rangers women's team in their debut season in the Geelong Region Division 1 competition, and they conquered everything before them. They took the title, the minor premiership title, also took out the grand final. Exceptional performance. And she was the captain of that Rangers side. As we see Oda battling for the ball, Fukumaru goes forward. Pratt's on the far side. Slieka, was it? No, it was Rayri lost the ball in the middle of the park. Beard's got the ball over to Taranto. That was Melissa. Gets it to Rempel. Into the guts there of the and it's a big shot there that goes well over the crossbar.
It was Angie Beard there.
Angie Beard, I think. Yep.
That one and just went flying over the goal. As we said earlier, they're not afraid to shoot whether they're on target or not. Some of these girls in the Calder lineup.
The law of averages, I guess, the more shots you have, eventually one's going to go in. But at the moment, only one has gone in, and it is 52, 53 minutes gone into the game. And it's Calder leading by 1-0. Taranto now. Melissa goes inboard, but it's taken by Budionga. She passes it to no one in particular. It's taken by the Calder United players who now venomously go forward looking for another attacking opportunity. They've been just really dangerous across their middle. They've really been probably a little bit more superior than their Galaxy counterparts. And as we see, another dangerous ball to Marie Rampal, who was dangerous on that right-hand side in the first half. And it was a fantastic shot from an acute angle. I think it was more of a cross, but the wind probably took that and posed a few problems for Emily Kensol, who managed to tap it over the to the side of the upright and has conceded a corner. But good effort there by the young goalkeeper. But she did very, very well to thwart that danger. I love that word, thwart. Been using it a couple of times. And here he comes from close range. Ball was probably could have got closer to Elke. Elke had that shot. Could have come very, very close to being a second goal, but blocked there by one of the Galaxy defenders. Kicked away, and it has been now a goal kick for Galaxy.
So still no change to those lineups from the first half. The Galaxy with Kensol in goal. The back four of Mary, Aziz, Sieka and Fiera. Screening them is Riera. Midfield four of Pratt, Oda, Fukumaru, Altanati, and then Budiongo playing in the advanced attacker role. For Calder, still persisting with the 4-3-3. Aogi in goal. Back four of Rampel, Kocha, Aika, and Papandopoulos. Midfield trio of Rovers and the Taranto twins. Up front, Zimmerman, the goal scorer, Beard, and Sinclair. As we are about to prepare for the first sub of the match, Tonchi.
Yes, would say that Calder United looks like they're going to be making that substitution.
Looks looks like we're going to see Mel Taranto coming off.
This ball goes flying out now. Number 8, Alana Byrne coming on. So the first substitution of the night is imminent. As Budiongo now almost intercepts the ball. It was a wayward backward pass there by one of the Calder United players, but Calder United has got the numbers on the ball. Roberts managed to get that ball. Goes further afield to Taranto. She goes forward. A good block there by Christy Mary. We've got some, as the substitution's about to be made. Melissa Taranto, number 16, coming off to be replaced by number 8, Alana Byrne. We've got a couple of messages on the Facebook. Pompeo Grosso says, Bellissima famiglia. My limited Italian knows that means beautiful family. Not sure who that's directed to, but thank you very much, Pompeo. Kazuyo Ishikawa says, GXU, get goal, go, go. I'd say that's Galaxy United. And Phil Ware is saying, who is that coaching Galaxy? Well, it's none other than Rob Casher, the assistant coach, who's also the assistant coach of Men's State League 4 side Surf Coast FC. Very, very well-known local football identity and has been involved coaching junior sides for a number of years. Still does. And now he's stepped up to senior coaching as well. As a ball seems to be knocked from player to player. Fiera has the ball. Gets it into Rayuri. Ball finds itself once again crossing the touchline over on the far side, right in front of the resplendent, reasonably new grandstand and club rooms. It's been around for about 2 years now, but home of Geelong Soccer Club, otherwise known as Stead Park. Almost played 60 minutes here. I think the last time we were here, Steve, we watched South Melbourne taking on Galaxy. Wind was incredible, wasn't it? It was one of those windy days. Remember the sunset was fantastic, but the windy conditions certainly made things quite difficult. And it was quite cold. There's a little bit of nippiness in the air tonight. The conditions have been pretty much ideal, though, for football, as we see Galaxy going forward. And Marie Rampel, once again, a little speedster. She's very fast on this right-hand side. Goes forward. Fukumaru now plays the ball looking for Budiongo, but it's intercepted by the Calder United players. Fukumaru gets the ball once again. She gets it out to Rayuri. Rayuri rounds one player, looks for a through ball, looks for a player to pass it further afield, but it's just gone a little bit too fast, and it's in the safe hands of Ayana Oayagi.
Just wonder if it's time to make an adjustment to this formation for the Geelong Galaxy. Just push up some more numbers alongside number 16 there, Julia Budiongo, who's doing a lot of the legwork and just needs maybe a bit more support closer to her, perhaps. It's a good challenge comes in there from Fukumaru. Shares it with Oda. Oda with the outside of the foot twist off. Good skills, but she's turned it over. This is Robers bringing the ball forward. She looks very good on the ball, very competent. As the low cross came in, it was from Sinclair, but it was chopped off well. So Imogen Pratt playing a 1-2 with Meg Sieka. Sieka's lost out this time. And that one runs too long for Murray Rampel. Throw in for Geelong Galaxy. Just that earlier substitution, just a minor alteration, like for like in midfield, with Alana Byrne coming straight into the position of Mel Taranto.
We've got a rather threadbare bench for Galaxy. Coco Cummins, Meg Lehman and Sierra Major. You'd think, though, I know watching a couple of weeks ago, Coco Cummins actually scored against South Melbourne and looked quite dangerous at one stage. Someone of that maybe ilk is probably required by Galaxy at the moment because although they have been doing quite a fair bit of attacking at the moment, it just doesn't seem like there's much purpose going forward. And they seem to be doing really well getting the ball out of defence, across the midfield. It's just that final third. They're struggling. And Budiongo playing the lone person. But as we speak, there they go. Against the run of play, Oda gets the ball to Budiongo. She doesn't manage to get onto it. And it's going to be cleared away. Well, it's going to be actually a throw-in to Calder United. But that was almost an opportunity against the run of play where... And that's the kind of that's the kind of tactics we need to see. A lot more of counter-attacking, catching Calder on the break, and really using some of those speedsters to get to the ball first. But I think that even caught off Budiongo off guard as well. It happened just so quickly.
Oh, that receive and turn from Oda was absolutely electric. Put that one in the highlights reel for tonight's match if you're able to, Mr. Producer. That was excellent. It's a shame that the pass couldn't quite locate Budiongo, and she was outnumbered again, as we've been saying. You can see there where she is now. She is surrounded by 4 grey shirts, although they don't have the ball at the moment. Anyway, just could use a bit more support closer to her, perhaps. This is Papandopoulos playing it in for Adriana Taranto. Good defending from Aziz. Throws her body at everything. Only way she knows how. This is the substitute Burn. This is Aiki. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Number 12 for Calder United. Alicia Aiki. Aiki?
My handwriting says
E-I-C-K-E. I don't know. Aiki. Throw from Papandopoulos. Long ball forward. Cleared by Meg Siecker. Christy Merry doing her share of defending there. And going to go out for a corner, but it's actually been pulled up for a free kick to Calder United. So good opportunity for them to bring some of their taller players forward now.
Shame they don't have a player who's as tall as the referee, though. Old referee Atkin. He's massive. He's very, very tall. I think if you put all the other 3 officials on top of each other, they're still not as tall as he is. He's a beanpole, that man. And the ball comes into the goal mouth there. It's it just goes side, and it's going to be a goal kick. There's a sea of legs. The shot that came through almost found its way, a penetrating path towards the goal, but in the end it was well wide of the post. There was nothing to worry for the Galaxy United supporters.
It was a close call, though. I would say it was a fairly close call.
Very close call. All it needed was maybe a deflection to change direction, and we could quite easily have seen the scoreboard attendant being called upon for the first time since the 13th minute in the first half. Long clearance now. It was Alana Byrne that kicked that ball back towards her attacking half. And Marie Rampal now has the ball. Dynamic little player on the right-hand side. She's posed a lot of problems for the Galaxy throughout the game, particularly in the first half, though. Byrne again into Alicia Alki. Over on the far side now. A big long shot over, and it goes well over the target. It's happened on a few occasions now. Calder United having to resort to, I guess, long speculative shots from outside the penalty box. And the ball's just gone well over the target. Goal kick for Galaxy.
Yeah, the centre-half combo of Aziz and Siecker are solid. They are sitting a little bit deeper, so that's probably forcing some of these long shots. Here's Al Hunaidi getting onto the ball. She's lost out, though, to Iaki. This is Sinclair. Rample. Rample with the cross. It gets past the Ecker. It's cleared out there in the end. Rieri cut it off. As we were saying, we're about to have a substitution here now, and we're looking at player number 6, Dolly Doran, coming on. And she will replace number 18, Alexandra Sinclair. Good shift from Sinclair again tonight in that front three. Always a dangerous player in front of goal. There's the other substitute, Byrne, but she's turned it over. A touch for Budyongo.
Less than 25 minutes to go now. Gone 65 minutes. For as long as Galaxy can keep the Calder United players at bay, especially their attacking forays, there is hope. And it just may come in the form of Kana Oda, but a shot takes a deflection. It's actually going to be a corner. Did take a deflection. And this could be that opportunity. Do you smell a goal, Steve?
I can smell something, but it could be coming from the refinery across the road there. I can see the flames are pouring out there, a la the Olympic torch at the stadium, which is another iconic part of playing matches here at Stead Park.
Vivo Energy, they actually a great sponsor of local football. And there's a shot that goes just skies over the... Could have been anything there. Budyongo got her head to it, but the ball went over. Viva Energy, they are a well-known sponsor of local football clubs. They do sponsor Geelong Rangers. They sponsor Corio. They've got some sort of a sponsorship agreement, I do believe, here with Geelong Soccer Club as well. And just most recently, they've started sponsoring North Geelong women's team as well. So great sponsors of the local game.
Good moment for Geelong there. It was Oda getting onto the ball, twisting and weaving and firing across, and it come off the head of Budyongo, and it was not far away either. So a bit of a sighter there for Calder United. Header come off Byrne, and there was appeals for a free kick for Geelong Galaxy. And there's a foot race on here. It was number 6. It was that recent substitute, Polly Doran, getting involved. Byrne. Looking for Doran again. Kensol comes out, doesn't grab it, decides to go with a kick. There's some confusion as to who has the throw here. The referee Lawrence Atkin is just having a discussion in the centre of the field. All smiles afterwards.
David and Goliath, I think. That was the comical almost. He's standing right over the top of her. If I was a young girl there, I would have been terrified, I tell you what. Is it Adriana Taranto, was it? Yes, anyway. Yeah. Would have been a mean look, looking up at a big, tall figure like that.
No cards handed out in this match.
No, it has been a pretty good game.
No one's going to make any
No,
offense.
it certainly hasn't been a spiteful game, and maybe having a big giant like that officiating in the middle has certainly put off any hostilities. But as we see now, Calder United, it's the new substitute Dolly Doran had the ball. She was outmarked by a lot of the Galaxy players, and it's Kana Oda, who's had a pretty solid game across that midfield. She's earned a free kick there. And that's it. We've got 69 minutes gone now. Polly Doran. Oh, my handwriting. Should have been a doctor. They reckon doctors have always got a really bad handwriting, but I could never really enjoy the sight of blood. There's a long ball now. It's Aziz Floats it forward at the top of the penalty box there. Budiongo trying desperately. It's Oda again, looking for fellow Japanese import Fukumaru. Imogen Pratt, sorry, she's got the ball. Oda once again, she managed to wrestle the ball. She goes far into the corner there, but it's cleared away by Marie Rampal. That was a great piece of play there. A bit of aggression on both sides and a little bit of a good foray into an attacking position there, but just wasn't able to do much there. There's now Calder look to try and get the ball away. Doran's got the ball. She goes back. Rampal. Zimmerman, the goal scorer. Intercepted there by Fukumaru. Long kick by Rampal. And it goes too far, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Yes, good bit of play from Oda again. Getting involved on that left-hand side that time. And I think she's the key if Geelong are to get back into this one. This is Sieka trying to bring the ball forward after receiving it from her goalkeeper, Kensol. Coming under a lot of pressure from Doran. Geelong win by weight of numbers there. Oda playing it forward towards Budiongo. Here's Oda again. Pratt. This is Fukumaru. It was expertly defended by Rovers though, and now Zimmerman has a foot in the ball. Plays the 1-2 with Rovers. It's good skills you can see up close on your picture at home from some of these players. Long ball from Rampal. Actually hits Doran in the back. Sieka. Geelong bring the ball forward with style and elegance on this occasion. I think I spoke too soon though. Rampal for Zimmerman. Looking to slide through the perfectly weighted pass to Doran. She can cross now, but it's cut out there by Fierro. Geelong's left back.
Thrown to be taken by Marie Rampal. Looks for Zimmerman. Alana Byrne had it going across the field to Alki. Goes on the far side. Stops and props. Shot. It's going to go wide. Still time left. But Oda has been very, very productive across the midfield there for Galaxy United. I tend to agree with you, Steve. I'd say that if there's any opportunity for an equaliser, it'll probably come through the efforts of Kana Oda. He's had a brilliant game. Certainly Galaxy's best player by a mile. It's Fukumaru now has the ball. She's dispossessed. Zimmerman. And a big long shot there. I think that was Alana Byrne. Ball goes out of play. Going to be a throw in to Galaxy. Manuela Fierro has the ball looking for options further afield. Goes into Oda. Zimmerman intercepts. Shot there by Papadopoulos. Ball ends out with Rampal. Goes back in board now. Zimmerman. Curling effort taken by Kensol. Emily Kensol, the Galaxy goalkeeper. Big long kick now. Oh, is there a handball there? No, there's no appeals for handball. It almost evaded everyone, and Budiongo almost was through one-on-one with the keeper, but the ball seemed to take a deflection. Here now. Goes further afield. Oda has it. Looking for a through ball. Looking for Budiongo, who has the ball now. She's bustled off the ball there. Zimmerman gets the ball now. She stops. She props. She turns around. Calder looking to play this ball out of defence. It was Robers. Robers looks for Poland. Doran, sorry, Polly Doran. We'll get that right sooner or later. Got about another 15 minutes of the game to get it right.
Good bit of defending from Meg Sieka there, getting in to block the chance from Doran. After that good ball had come through from Robers to find Doran.
Alicia Elkig has the ball and she threads it out on the far side. Doran once again now. Papadopoulos to Adriana Taranto. Odom finds Budyonga. Budyonga goes out wide looking for Imogen Pratt, but Imogen Pratt was wrong-footed there, allowing Rampal to get the ball. Looks for Zimmerman in the middle. She goes inboard to Emma Robers. On the far side, it's Beard. Emma Robers now. Golcan Kocher has it now. Former W League player with Melbourne Victory. Taranto now. Goes out wide. This is dangerous now as Calder go into attack. Ball goes to the back post, but it's tipped over by Emily Kensol. Dangerous situation there for Galaxy United. But the Galaxy United custodian did very well as we see another substitution. Number 7, Raquel Deralis comes on, and she replaces Adriana Taranto.
There's another sub here for Galaxy. For Calder United, just trying to maintain their impetus, and that was also another one of these crosses that's almost actually ended up finding its way into the goal, but wasn't acrobatically flicked away by. As the corner comes in again, flicked away by Emily Kensol that time. So some confusion there. Players are not too sure what's going on. Looks like referee Atkin will go over for a chat with his assistant referee, which is on that side, Lauren Riddle. Mary bringing the ball forward. Cut out. Zimmerman. Beard. Rovers. Doran. This is Rampel on the overlap. How's the cross? Galaxy have handled it okay. Rovers. To Rampel. Get the cross in again. Away by Sieka. Oda just says, I'm coming through, but the ball's cut off again. Byrne was involved there. It's a potential chance for Doran. Just runs too long for her. And a goal kick for Geelong Galaxy.
No substitutions yet for Galaxy United, although Coco Cummins is on the bench looking to warm up. And I guess it just shows you that the lack of depth at the moment on the Galaxy bench, the depth isn't there, unfortunately, for Coach Rob Casher. As we see now the action switch to the Galaxy attacking half as Budyonga tries to evade two Calder players unsuccessfully, and now the Calder players. Kocher has it. She passes it back to her goalkeeper. And Oda almost bearing down. It looks like she may have collected Ayana Oyagi. And referee has just called a halt to proceedings just to make sure that everyone is okay. That the Calder goalkeeper is fine. And there is going to be a substitution. We are going to see Coco Cummins, number 27, coming on, and she's going to replace Julia Budyongo up front. Could this be a master stroke by Coach Rob Casher? Time will tell. We've gone about almost 80 minutes into the game.
Just about to mention about Budyongo, we hadn't really seen Geelong get in behind the Calder defence. But when they did then, you could see the pace that Bujongo possesses is quite impressive. But she's been sacrificed now, and her replacement, Coco Cummins, has 4 goals to her name this season. So she's done quite well from the opportunities that she's had in a team that's only won 2 games. So she did also score at that last game we were at, commentating the Galaxy against South Melbourne. So could she just happen to repeat the same feat here? It looks like they have pushed Al Hunaidi into that advanced role that was being taken up by Bujongo. So, and Coco Cummins will sit out on that right-hand flank.
Yeah, I think the move was to use Lulu Hunaidi, Al Hunaidi, more of an attacking midfield role and to get that ball going forward. But you know, it's kind of a little bit surprising. She is the best target person. She has scored the most amount of goals this year, 7, I believe, and for Galaxy United. So you would have thought, as 8, in fact, as Coco Cummins, who's just come on, gets involved in the action there. As the ball comes out, Zimmerman at the top of the top of the box there. Calder in control of proceedings at the moment. Just ticked on 80 minutes gone. Kocha now has the ball, floating it in. Papadopoulos threads it out wide. Cross comes in now. Polidoro manages to get it, and there's a fantastic save there by Emily Kenshall. Ripper save. She was airborne there. She quickly reacts by throwing it out to Imogen Pratt, who gets the ball down the line looking for someone, but there is no one, and Gherkin Culture is able to clear that ball.
How about the technique on that save? I'm not an expert of goalkeeping, but that looked fantastic.
Yeah, she was airborne and she was sideways, and if any of the photographers here took a good photo of that, that would have been one of those spectacular shots. It was Alana Byrne that got the ball out to the side. Calder a little bit rattled, but at the same time, they occasionally they find this little avenue to goal, and they look really dangerous. And up until now, the Galaxy defence have done really, really well, very well. As that was Fukumaru trying to get the ball forward to Al Hunaidi, but unsuccessful. Alicia Alki now takes the ball and she goes on the far side. Calder have always looked dangerous on that side. Long floating ball. It's with Pratt now. Finds Oda. He's been a little bit quiet in the last 5 minutes, but she has other than that, had a fantastic game. Christy Mary on the far side. She'll take the throw in for Galaxy. Goes down the line, looking for Coco Cummins, who was pushed off the ball, but wasn't enough to be deemed a free kick, and it's a call to throw. Attempted cross. Christy Mary tried to block it. Oda there. Mary again. Tries to clear it. Overhead clearance by Fukumaru. Spectacular effort there. Rampel tried to go forward. A little bit of tiredness creeping into the legs of players from both sides. Alki on the far side with Al Hunaidi in hot pursuit. Nice little touch there by the... it was Coco Cummins now dispossessing the ball. Goes back to Aziz. Gets it out to Mary going forward looking for Cummins. Ball's gone a little bit too far with Calder United now. Fresh pair of legs there, and Coco Cummins chasing the ball, but it's Calder United. And a good defensive block there by Christy Mary. She manages to get the ball out, and it's going to be a throw-in right in front of the grandstand there. Club rooms. Gone 83, almost 84 minutes. Calder still leading 1-0. Fukumaru clears the ball. Looking for Oda. But it's Calder United that go back into attack. Papadopoulos tries to cross it in. And it's cleared away there by Christy Mary for a corner. This is that opportunity if they can, if Galaxy can clear this ball very, very quickly, keep it on the deck and not play it up in the air, and make a fast break and get that ball as quickly as possible up to Lulu Al Hunaidi, they may stand a chance, Steve. But it's a corner kick.
They do. They will have to first navigate the... as the ball comes in, it's on the roof of the net, so we'll have to first navigate the iron curtain back there that has been goal can culture. She's been pretty hard to get around today, and as you said, a player who's been previously experienced in the W League, showing all of her qualities in defence. Pretty handy player to have in your team, I would say, for Calder United.
Absolutely.
As Fukumara plays it forward. It's intercepted, though. Aziz. And here's Golsha now. That one has got past her, though. Rampel plays it back to her goalkeeper. Galaxy being wheeled on by the interim coach, Rob Casher. Sieka and Doran go at it. This is Papandopoulos. She gets a decent shot away, and it wasn't that far away at all. It looked quite speculative, and I don't think that was very far away from that right-hand upright of Emily Kensols at all. It was very close, a good attempt there by the full-back, Stacey Papandopoulos, who I think has actually pushed forward a little bit into a more of a left midfield role at the moment.
She's been looking dangerous in the last maybe 5 or so minutes, and she gets the ball looking forward, but just gone a little bit too far. One thing about Emily Kensol is her positioning has been quite good. She positions herself well, and she's able to cut that angle. So in many cases, even though a lot of the times those shots look quite dangerous, she's able to cut that angle down and stop or any threat on goal. But it's Calder United once again. They're relentless in their attack, and they go forward again. Cummins manages to get that, and now she's back with Cummins. She goes forward looking for Lulu. She's got to Lulu. Lulu passes it inboard. It's now Calder United in the middle of the park. Goes out to Marie Rampal. Intercepted there by Fierro. She switches. Looks over there for Oda. Oda goes now into the middle. She goes forward looking for Lulu. No, between Lulu and Coco. And Lulu's got the ball on the far side. Calder defence are desperate at the moment. They're not giving her an opportunity. Oda goes out wide. High ball looking for Imogen Pratt, but it's gone well over her head. And it's going to be taken up by the Calder goalkeeper. Probably less than 5 minutes to go. They're going to try something adventurous. They need to do so now. They really need to push up forward. They may expose themselves at the back, but they need to risk something if they want to rescue something out of this game. It's been a great performance by Galaxy United. They've really taken it up to the competition leaders. But they've got 5 minutes now to really throw caution to the wind and give it their all if they are going to pull one back in the dying stages of this game.
That's right. And one of those things we observed just earlier was Stacey Papandopoulos moving into midfield now as the substitute Raquel Deleris has dropped into that left-back role. And it's a clash in the penalty area. Free kick has been awarded to Geelong, though. Two players committed and went to ground. And the ball's been kicked away. No, the ball had already gone out for a throw-in. The referee's whistle must have fallen a bit flat there, I think.
It's a corner now to Calder. Approaching the dying stages of this game. It's been an enthralling contest. Can't say it's been a very eventful one. Like it's been an even one, and there's probably apart from that goal, it has been a very even game. As the ball comes in, it's punched away by Kensol. Oda's got it. Galaxy's best player. Can she get it on a fast break? Rampal. Imogen Pratt now has it. Rampal once again. She goes forward. It's stopped at the ball at the start. And it's all taken has it taken a deflection? No, it's not. It's a goal kick. We're on 89 minutes now. Emily Kensol's there's a real sense of urgency here. She wants to take this goal kick as quickly as she can. It's now in the middle. Number 2, Marie Rampal, has been in everything this game. She's been one of Calder United's best players across that right-hand side. Kocher now has the ball. Nice little roll over there. She goes, switches it across field now to Alana Byrne. Ball goes forward, and it's just gone a little bit too far for the new substitute, Raquel Doralis. Yep. And it's now going to be a goal kick.
Sonny Calder asked, swapping and changing a few positions. I was just saying that I'd seen Dolores popping into left back. Now she's playing in an attacking role. 3 minutes to be added on, by the way. So we just come up to the end of the standard 90 minutes. Free kick to Geelong Galaxy. Just past the halfway line. Rob Kasher is saying, take a risk. He's sending everyone forward. Maybe Emily Kenshaw will come forward as well. We don't know yet.
He's been listening to us. We've been saying there's 5 minutes to go. Well, now there's only 3 minutes and less than time, and they need to take caution to the wind. Throw caution to the wind. They need to really, really do something here. Everyone's pushing up forward. Fukumaru goes long ball. But it's a wasted opportunity there. It's just gone out for a goal kick. Got less than 2 minutes. Substitution. Coming on is Virginia Sroba. And coming off is Stacey Papadopoulos, who's had a really good game, Stacey.
Great game by Stacey today. She's
particularly
involved in everything and very confident on the ball, bringing other players into the game. And
wasn't scared to shoot.
Not scared to shoot and rarely beaten.
Yeah, it was good to see that. It was the confidence of being able to shoot in front of goals. She saw a little bit of an opening. She went for it. So a great little performance there by the diminutive Papadopoulos. Ball now is with the Calder goalkeeper. Long ball goes back in. Ball goes out, and there's going to be a throw-in to Calder. So it came off one of the Galaxy United players. At best, we've got maybe a minute and a half left. At worst, I think we've got just on a minute. So there's very few chances, very limited opportunities now for Galaxy to save this game as the ball goes out of play. A throw into Calder United about 5 metres inside their attacking half. So round 9 encounter, WNPL football. It's been a good quality game, good quality encounter, good even tussle. And you certainly would not have picked that one side was on top and the other was in 8th position. But Galaxy United have certainly fought this contest in a dignified manner tonight. And if they do go down 1-0, it's been a great effort nonetheless to take it to the league competition leaders. But Fukumaru doesn't believe it's the end. She gets the ball forward, and now she goes out wide. Imogen Pratt has it. She turns around on her right foot. She goes inboard. Fukumaru. It's going to be Calder United now, going against the run of play. Defence quickly turns into attack as Zimmerman now has the ball. But it's Fierro pushing and shoving, and she evokes a whistle from the referee who awards a free kick to Calder United. And I'd say that is pretty much the end of the ball game. Angela Beard standing over the ball. She'll be quite content to see this ball float deep into her attacking half, and that's exactly what happens. She floats it. Handball. Is that Alki or Rabiers? I'm not too sure. But either way, it's going to be probably the last roll of the dice now. Going to need to get this ball forward. Emily Kenshaw will take this, and she will need to get this up the other end as quickly as possible. And there it is. It's the end of the contest. Referee blows the final whistle to signify the end of proceedings to what was a great game tonight. A good, hard-fought contest. Galaxy United did everything well apart from score a goal, and in the end that was what counted against them in that final third. They just did not look lethal enough, and Calder United were able to come away with all 3 points thanks to a first half goal by Catherine Zimmerman.
That's right, Tonchi. That was the decisive moment. The league's leading scorer, Catherine Zimmerman, hard player to contain, getting on the score sheet once again tonight. And a good performance, bouncing back from Calder United. You might have expected to win a lot easier, but after their loss on Monday night, a few nerves creeping into the camp. So they've bounced back well with the win, albeit just a 1-0 win, getting the job done. Good performance from them, using a few of their different players in the squad, rotating a few positions in the second half. And as for the Galaxy, just lacking a little bit in their attack. They're probably just maybe one forward short of a team to be a bit more threatening. And I think we've seen some good signs from them, though, tonight. And Rob Casher can be proud of the effort that they've put in their application. And they just needed to create a bit more in that final third, as you said, Tonchi.
Well, the WNPL competition will take a little break over Easter next week, and when we return in 2 weeks' time, Geelong Galaxy United will host Senior NTC. And the last time these two sides met, Galaxy actually recorded a 4-2 win, so it's the last time that they actually did win. And based on tonight's performance, you'd certainly think that they'd go into that clash favourites, so to speak. And Calder United, meanwhile, they will host Bayside United, and that's all on Saturday, the 27th of April. But that's it from us here at Stead Park as the final score, Geelong Galaxy United 0, Calder United 1. On behalf of Steve Curtin and myself, Tonchi Brusack, I hope you've enjoyed the Saturday night entertainment that we've brought to you from the city by the bay here in lovely Geelong. Good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.